Some cave systems are so massive, so unexplained, and so otherworldly they feel like they belong on another planet. Or worse, like they were never meant to be discovered by humans at all. These aren't your typical tourist caves with handrails and lighting. We're talking about entire underground worlds that defy logic. Caves with their own weather systems, ecosystems cut off for millions of years, and structures scientists still can't explain. And the deeper people go, the weirder things get. Today we're counting down hidden cave systems that shouldn't exist on Earth, and trust me, by the end you'll be questioning what else is hiding beneath our feet. It's big enough to fit a skyscraper, and it literally has its own clouds inside. Discovered in 1991 by a local man named Ho Khan and later explored by British cavers in 2009, Son Doong Cave in Vietnam is considered the largest cave in the world. But it's not just its size that's insane. It has a functioning weather system. Yes, this cave has its own clouds, rain, and jungle. The cave stretches over 5.5 miles with ceilings towering over 650 feet. Sections of its roof collapsed centuries ago, letting sunlight pour in and allowing a dense jungle, nicknamed the Garden of Eden, to grow inside. Explorers even witnessed fog and clouds forming from inside the cave due to temperature and humidity differences. This is not just a hole in the ground, it's an entire lost world. Scientists weren't prepared for what they found in this toxic, pitch-black cave, a completely separate ecosystem that breathes sulfur. Discovered in 1986 during excavation for a power plant, Movile Cave has been sealed off for over 5 million years. When researchers entered, they expected nothing. But what they found was one of the most alien ecosystems on Earth. Inside the cave, oxygen is scarce, and the air is rich with hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide, gases that are toxic to humans. But over 50 species of organisms have adapted to survive here, most of them found nowhere else on the planet. We're talking blind spiders, translucent centipedes, and bacteria that feed on sulfur instead of sunlight. It's like a snapshot of Earth before life ever reached the surface, or possibly something that evolved in total isolation. What happens when you find a cave so deep no one has reached the bottom? That's Krubera Cave. Also known as the Everest of caves, Krubera in Georgia is the deepest known cave system on Earth. In 2004, an expedition reached 7,208 feet below the surface, and in 2012, Ukrainian cave diver Gennady Samokin set a record by reaching 7,257 feet, and yet we still have not found the true bottom. This cave just keeps going, and the deeper explorers get, the more dangerous it becomes. Cave-ins, freezing water, and total darkness make this cave a terrifying descent into the unknown. It is a reminder that we know more about the surface of Mars than what lies beneath our own feet. Just remember that, alright? Can the next rover go down into this cave instead? Because I want to know what's down there. I've seen the movie As Above, So Below, alright? That's the catacombs, but still. You know. This cave is quiet until it starts whispering. Located near Adams, Tennessee, the Bell Witch Cave is a 490-foot limestone cavern tied to one of America's most famous hauntings. The Bell family claimed they were tormented by a malevolent spirit in the early 1800s. After the death of John Bell, the strange activity reportedly shifted to the nearby cave on their property. Visitors have reported hearing voices, footsteps, and strange dragging sounds coming from inside. Some have even claimed to be pushed or scratched by unseen forces. While skeptics say it's just folklore, even seasoned cave explorers admit this cave has an atmosphere that feels wrong. Even today, locals warn against spending too long inside, especially after dark. Imagine walking into total darkness and seeing stars twinkling above you underground. The Waitomo caves in New Zealand are famous for this surreal beauty. What looks like a starlit night sky is actually caused by thousands of glowworms lighting up the cave ceiling. These tiny bioluminescent insects create blue-green light to attract prey. But what makes this cave truly bizarre is how perfectly timed this ecosystem is. The glowworms are insane sink, glowing in coordinated waves, and their sticky silk threads dangle like optical fibers. It feels like you're walking through an alien spaceship, definitely not an underground tunnel formed by limestone and time. It's like someone opened a fantasy novel and stepped inside. In 2000, miners drilling in Chihuahua, Mexico accidentally opened a chamber now known as the Cave of Crystals. What they found inside shocked the world. Some of the largest natural crystals ever discovered, some over 35 feet long and weighing up to 55 tons. The conditions here are brutal. Temperatures reach 136 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 58 degrees Celsius, and humidity hovers near 100%. Humans can only stay inside for a few minutes without protective suits, and yet the crystals have remained perfectly preserved for hundreds of thousands of years. This isn't just geology, it is a glittering anomaly that shouldn't exist outside of science fiction. Objects roll uphill. People grow and shrink, and scientists are still arguing over why. Okay, technically not a deep cave, but it's still an underground anomaly worth mentioning. The mystery spot in Santa Cruz has fascinated and confused visitors since 1939. It is a slanted shack built on a gravitational vortex, where balls roll uphill, people lean at impossible angles, and compasses spin wildly. Some believe it's just a clever illusion using forced perspective and optical tricks. Others think there is actual geomagnetic anomalies beneath the ground that messes with gravity and perception, and whatever it is, it's hidden in the hillside and still stumps visitors to this day. When explorers reached the final chamber, they found a skeleton lying perfectly preserved and fused into the cave floor. The ATM cave is one of the most sacred caves from the Mayan world. Discovered in the 1990s, it is now famous for its eerie combination of natural beauty and archaeological horror. Deep within the cave lies the Crystal Maiden, a skeleton of a woman believed to have been sacrificed over 1,000 years ago. Her bones have calcified over time, giving them a sparkling crystal-like appearance, and she is not alone. Dozens of other skeletal remains, pottery, and ceremonial items have been found deeper in the cave systems. The Mayans believed caves were portals to the underworld, and standing in this cave, surrounded by the dead, it's definitely hard to argue with them. With a name like Hellhole, you'd expect it to be unpleasant, but this cave literally burns. Located in the Snake Range of Nevada, Hellhole Cave earned its name for its extreme conditions inside. When cave explorers attempted to map the system, they were quickly overwhelmed by scorching heat, toxic gases, and an unrelenting drop deeper and deeper underground. Temperatures in certain pockets reportedly exceeded 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and the structure is so unstable that it's largely been left unexplored. Unlike other caves that invite researchers in, Hellhole seems to push people out. The extreme conditions have led some to speculate that geothermal activity or unknown volcanic pockets might lie deeper within. Whatever the case, this is one cave that just didn't want to be found. You can go down 7,200 feet, but no one knows what's waiting at the very end. Located in the same region as Krubera, Veryovkina Cave became the deepest cave in the world in 2018 after a team of Russian explorers pushed its known depth to 7,257 feet. It's deep enough that you could drop the Empire State Building in and you would still have space to spare. But what's really unsettling about this place is not just its depths, it's the dead ends. Several passages just stop. Others twist in directions that make no geological sense. And more than once, explorers have reported sudden temperature shifts and loud noises echoing from areas believed to be sealed. It's like the cave is hiding something deeper, something we're not ready to find yet. Alright guys, that has been our list for today. Thanks so much for checking it out. I've been your host today, Olivia Kozlowski, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.